Morning, it's Friday 14th I think of December. A hedge job today. I do it once a year. It's for my old my dinner lady when I was at primary school. It's quite a long conifer, quite wide in areas. Another hedge at the end of the garage, and then some odd little bits around the garden. So it'll take me, I estimate, a good 4 or 5 hours to get this sorted. Possibly longer, possibly a little bit less, depending on how it's grown over the last year, which I assume it's much the same as it normally is. So the other half's here now. I better get cracking, get there. It's not far away, so I can get there and get started. And well, here we are. It's not particularly that cold, but it isn't that warm either. But it's not that bad. It could be worse. It's not icy or anything. And that is one I've got cut. So I've got to get on top of that garage roof, which is always fun because the roof isn't the greatest, but I manage. That has to be trimmed up, all that just sort of tidied. There's that buddleia there, that has to be done. That round there, just trimmed up. That, them two. The conifer hedge all the way. There was actually a tree there last year. It's been took down since, so that's good. I took conifer down last year at the back, so that's good as well. These have got to be trimmed up along the side. That front one there, that one over there, which doesn't look too bad. The neighbours might have done that. The conifer I did last year, that still looks in good shape. I'll probably leave that today. So what I'll probably do, oh, and this I have to have a sort of quick trim. It's a pretty overgrown garden, but we'll see if we can make it look a lot better. So I'll get on. We're making good progress actually. I've done all that lot up there, what's got to be done. A little bit on that one just over there, it's got to be done. All that conifer is now done, it's neat and tidy. The neighbours asked me to do their side, I haven't quite done that yet, but I've done the top bit of the inside, and now I've got to tackle this one now here, which probably looks worse than it is. So what I'll do, I'll put the camera on and you can see me doing that. You've seen me cutting that with the Pro battery Husqavarna. It's a little bit holy here, but not a great deal I can do about that. This side always grows much nicer than this side does. I think there's some other stuff in there, but anyway, I've trimmed it back. What I do, because I do this one regularly, I sort of go back to my previous cuts. See if I'm fine there. It's a previous cut and there's a new cut, so and at least it doesn't make it any bigger if I do that. So the top, I've got to try and do the same there. The top's got a bit wide now, but it was always fairly wide. I'll show you roughly how wide it is there. Yeah, it's that wide, so you can sort of see. So I've got to get up on the garage roof. Like I said, isn't the best roof in the world to get on, but I will do my line from the front first and cut as far back as I can over the top, and then just finish off from inside. So I'm getting on with that fairly quick. Sides don't take long. So anyway, I'm gonna get the ladder and I'm gonna start trimming the top. The front might have to have a little bit of trimming up, but it won't be much. You can just see how dodgy it was walking across the roof, but if I stayed on where the rivet bits were, I knew the wall of the garage was underneath there, so it was safe enough. It's about the fourth year I've done this hedge, so I sort of have been on the garage each time, so I knew where to stand. You can see here I'm using I think it's a 30-inch and it's the HS 81R shorter sort of hedge cutter. What I did when I cut from the other side, my line from the other side, I actually went a bit lower than last year, so I've got to the woody bits. So it's a bit having to sort of hack it back a bit with the hedge cutters. On the long reach one here, that's the KM100 combi. Yeah, so I was going into like the woodier bits, and it's they weren't thick enough to have the pruner, but they were just a little bit. Probably just a bit too thick for the hedge cutter, so I had to sort of chisel away at a bit, but you know, you've got to do what you've got to do to get these jobs done. So yeah, as you can see, I'm getting through, and the hedge was quite thick. If you can see, it's quite a way from one side to the other, so didn't take me too long. It helped cutting it from the other side, because I sort of find my line from this side. But you can see I'm sort of hooking bits back with the hedge cutter. I saw a video the other week, not sure whose it was, but they actually had a rake handle with a hook on the end to pull the bits across. So that was quite a good idea. I usually use the end of the hedge cutter to do it, but it would be better with a hook on like a broomstick or rake handle or something. You can see, yeah, there's some quite lengthy bits coming off of this. But yeah, I just kept hacking away, and I got there in the end. So yeah, it turned out okay. I'll let you just watch the rest of this section, sort of raw footage, just the hedge cutter cutting away, and cut back in when I've sort of done. We're done this now. Got some sleety rain. Done all that. It's a little bit holy up there, but it's not too bad. The other side looks much better. The other side, actually, I trimmed out the best I could. It's just a bit of a
jumbled mess that is. I'm going to come back with a chipper next week and just chip that, because it could have tidied up today, but I'm sort of the van's quite full of stuff, so I'll do that another day. I'm going to have a chipper in next week, so I might as well just stop by here. It's on my route. There you go, there's the conifer all along there. Trimmed that bush there. A couple of little ones, the ones up near the house, they're done. That one you can see from above the garage from here. You saw me in action doing that. Done it all the way to the end. Like I said, that's where well, I think I said a tree was taken down there, so it sort of broke into the hedge a bit, so that's going to have to recover. I couldn't take it down that extra foot. You can actually see where stuff's growing in there, so just a bit of a dip in it, but that'll grow back. These boxes, they've always been a little bit wavy, but they're trimmed up there. The middle hedge, basically, I own that there, so basically most of the hedges and shrubs in the garden, really. So for here you can see above the garage, that's the most trickiest one because that roof is not too safe, but it's done for another year, so I believe that and that one I did there as well. So yeah, I better get out of this rain and get home, and my weekend will start then. Well, the van's back loaded up. Petrol can should be there. So you probably just saw that. Hopefully it recorded okay. Saw a bit of the chipper working. I'm back at this job where I cut the hedges the other day. I just had to come back because I had cut a lot of buddleia back, so thought I'd chip that. A few little bits there that I won't go for the chipper, but I chipped most of it and it's all under there. Tell after my dad, he uses it for his dog run and that, so he can have that. The chipper was working right. I did have the clutch stuck on it. I took it apart this morning, but I think I need a new clutch rubber bit, but it seemed to perform okay today, so it'll probably go a little bit longer. I don't think they're massive money, about 60 odd pounds I think for the new clutch, so probably quite old. It's a ex-hire machine I bought a few years back now. So it did the job, chipped it all up, made a big pile, quite small in the bag, so we're totally done here. Yeah, quite a nice day today. What is it, 20th of December. Nice bit of sunshine there.
It's not that cold either.
No, it's quite, I've warmed up a bit now. It's a bit cold earlier on when I was in the van trying to repair the chipper, but yeah, this is where I grew up, so I know all this part well. So yeah, keep watching, thumbs up, subscribe. I never usually say that, but I might as well, everybody else does. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be along with some more videos again soon. Bye for now.